Hey moguls, it's Dr. T here, just checking in with some upgrades so you can mogul up and really ascend in your trajectory to build your amazing empire and your dynasty and your overall reality. And you know I love to share upgrades, and I learn things each and every day from our team, from our clients, about things that people really need to understand in order to actually fully ascend, which is the point for all of us here, is to completely evolve and ascend through the echelons of reality, or what's referred to as the levels of consciousness, so that we get to exist in a high state, a flow state, where things just flow and your reality is a flow reality. So one of the things that's really important to understand that I think can be quite mysterious for people when they're working so hard, they feel like they're doing everything right, and then they just see other people having more success and they're just like, what is going on? And it can be very frustrating. It can be very, it can invoke a lot of shame. It can evoke fears of failing and never making it, hopelessness, never living out your purpose, and the number one pain that all humans have, really, which is living under your potential. And this is why it's really important to understand your own human design and what that is, and effectively how your operating system works. And within the scope of that operating system, what your operating system needs, because it's the reality maker making all of reality, right? Your own operating system is running and making reality and making the movie of your life. And whatever is in your consciousness is one thing. That's what you're aware of. But whatever's in your subconscious, which is tons of programming from your lifetimes, stuff every single day that you're taking in. And depending on what your programming is, you can just be down in a much lower frequency than you really need to be to create a full mogul reality with the empire and the dynasty and all of these things that are just so much more of the top reality making world. So what can happen is people might hear a little bit about, like, oh, the law of attraction. So you're like, okay, I'm going to put this thing, I'm going to say this thing, and then poof, everything's supposed to happen. But in reality, depending on where you are, the way your operating system is currently, what its software currently is, what its programs are that are running, and effectively what's running you, your operating system could be down in a lower frequency because the lower frequencies of reality, they are not an attractor field. In fact, they're a repeller field. And it's the opposite. Everything that you really want is going away from you, and everything that you're trying to bring in is being repelled because you're in a too low of a frequency for the reality that you're working so hard to create. And in fact, if you're working super hard, then that might really lower your frequency even more. So, because what we really want is to be in a flow state, and you want to flow really easy with your reality, which doesn't mean people are sitting there just eating bonbons, not doing anything. It's not like that. It's that as you facilitate things, there's flow, right? You flow, your systems flow, you get all the green lights. Right as you look at your email inbox, the email you've been waiting for comes right in. You get in flow and you get in synchronicity. Now, again, the opposite of that is your frequency is too low. You're not flowing. You could literally grind yourself into a pulp, but you are effectively you're not in the attraction realm. You're not an attractor. You're accidentally, without meaning to, a repeller. Now, this is really important because you might be in flow, but you might have people on your team that aren't. And I'll discuss that in another video. But ultimately, knowing your human design, what it is, how it works, what you're specifically designed to do, which is the what you are, then that goes into more of the who you are, which really stems from the what you are. And knowing your frequency and what frequency you're in right now is really important. And raising your frequency is raising your frequency is the most efficient strategy. And raising your frequency is essential to put you in an attractor field so that as you're facilitating your intentions, you're a field of attraction that can actually have them come in. Otherwise, you can be grinding it all out and you are literally repelling it. Or you have someone on your team that is in a lower frequency and they're repelling the flow that is trying to come to you, all your intentions coming to you. So here at my company, and where we really focus on making people top moguls of reality, right? Mogul meaning powerful, influential person that is in their power to create. That's what the power is. It's the power to create. It's the power to receive. And is in flow because you can actually receive it. So when that amazing new client comes in, they're coming in because you are 100% an attractor field, and you are able to receive people but whether it's clients, whether it's resources, whether it's a new team member, the attractor field has to be a high enough frequency for that to happen. Otherwise, it is what we talk about here at my company as just a spin cycle of reality. And there's eventually the person just gets worn out. And a lot of times people just give up. But it's something much more foundational that needs to shift. And even if you go do a particular kind of program to upgrade, if the programming is not at the top frequency or taking you into a top frequency, you may never hit the flow state. And if you're not in a flow state, you're not in an attractor state. So, and in fact, if you're not attracting, you're repelling. So these are important things to know where you are. And I like to share this stuff because from the moment we start to do a consultation with someone, we are getting 100% into understanding their human design so that our clients know exactly what they are and how they operate. They know how they're meant to operate. They know all the maximum potential of their design. And we're able to then look at what their frequency currently is and whether they're in an attractor field or more of a repeller field. And we're able to know how much upgrading they need. And so we can begin to make a plan on how to make sure those upgrades happen. Now, one of the ways we do that is through our Moguls Club offering, where we are raising people's frequency into the mogul frequency so you can create the mogul reality. But we've got lots of different offerings. The billionaire maker, the millionaire maker, the magnet maker, the tycoon maker, the titan maker, the best-selling author maker. And we've got so many amazing programs that put you into the reality and the high frequency of that reality, that this is really the most efficient way and the fastest way for you to receive the reality that you're intending. We first have to really make sure that you're actually in the reality. Otherwise, you can, in a way, you're in it, but you can't see it. So you got to have people that are on top of it and able to look and really get an amazing aerial view of it and really understand it so we can make sure you're maneuvering in the right way. Okay, everyone. So this is my mogul up for today. And I just wish you all great moguling, great receiving, great attracting, and just great flowing overall. So if you want to learn more, click the link, and I look forward to seeing you soon and talking to you and learning all about you and what it is that you are intending to create and how you can create that. So it's exciting to talk to each of you and learn about your dreams and purpose. And I'm really looking forward to that. All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.